Hi, I read The Fox in the Ribs. A fox one night spotted a beautiful branch of red ribs hanging from a raining thread along the bridge of a tree. The ribs seemed ready to brush with Julius and the fox mouth, but their eyes gazed closely at the town. The birds come from high bridge, and the fox had to jump for it. The first time he jumped at finished, it the long way. So he walked off a short distance and took a running leap at it, only to fall short. One more. Again and again he tried, but in vain. When he sit down and looked at the ribs in disgust. What the fuck, man? He said. Here I am running myself out to get branch of short ribs that are not worth raping for. And of he walked very, very scornfully. There are many who pretend to despise and belittle that which is their right.
The story of Cinderella. Cinderella lived in a small village in the north of England. She had two sisters. They were very ugly. She got up every morning at 6 o'clock. Then she made breakfast for her sisters, and afterward she cleaned the house. She worked all day. Her two ugly sisters were very lazy. They never did any work because Cinderella did everything. Cinderella was very unhappy. One day the postman came to the house. He gave Cinderella's sisters an envelope. In the envelope there were the three invitations to a party at the prince's house. She said to her sisters, "Fantastic! There is a party at the prince's house. I can wear my new red dress and Esmeralda can wear her new blue dress. But Cinderella can't go because her dress is old and dirty, and she hasn't got any shoes." On Saturday at 8 o'clock, the ugly sisters went to the party. Cinderella sat in the kitchen. She was very sad. There was a ring at the door. Cinderella opened the door. There was a woman. She said, "Hello, I'm your favorite godmother. Why are you sad?" Cinderella said, "I want to go to the party, but I haven't got any beautiful clothes." The fairy godmother said, "No problem. Here is a new dress and some glass shoes. There is a golden bicycle in the street. Now you can go to the party, but you must before 12 o'clock." Cinderella said thank you. She put on the glass shoes and the red dress. She looked very pretty. Then she went to the party by bicycle. The party was very good. At first Cinderella was very shy, but after an hour, the prince asked Cinderella to dance. They danced for a long time. The prince said to Cinderella, "I like your dress and you are very pretty." Cinderella was very happy. She forgot what time it was. Suddenly the clock rang. Cinderella said, "Oh no, I must go. It is at 12 o'clock." She ran home and the door of the prince's house. She lost her shoe. The next day, the prince was very sad because he wasn't in love with Cinderella, but he didn't know where she lived. He went to all the house of the village and said, "Do you know whose the shoe it is?" Finally, he went to Cinderella's house. Cinderella opened the door. The princess said, "I love you. Do you want to marry me?" Cinderella says yes. The wedding was the week after. Cinderella and the prince were never unhappy again. The end.
The Lion and the Mouse. A lion lies asleep in the forest, his great head resting on the paws. A timid little mouse comes upon him unexpectedly, and in her fright and has to get away. Run across the lion's nose, and rose from his nap. The lion laid his huge paw angrily on the tiny creature to kill her. "Spare me," begged the poor mouse. "Please let me go, and some day I will surely repay you." The lion was much amused to think that a mouse could ever help him, but he was generous and finally let the mouse go. Some days later, while stalking his prey in the forest, the lion was caught in the toils of hunter's net. Unable to free himself, he filled the forest with his angry roaring. The mouse knew the voice and quickly found the lion snugly in the net, running to one the great ropes that bound him. She gnawed indignantly, it parted, and soon the lion was free. "You allowing when I said I would repair you."
The Crow and the Pitcher. In a spell of dry water, when the birds could find very little to drink, a thirsty crow found a pitcher with a little water in it. But the pitcher was high and had a narrow neck, and no matter how he tried, the crow could not reach the water. The poor thing felt as if he must die of thirst. Then an idea came to him. Picking up some small pebbles, he dropped them into the pitcher one by one, with each pebble the water rose a little higher until at last it was near enough so he could drink. In a pinch of good in a pinch a good use of our wits may help out.
A jackdaw and his borrowed feathers. A jackdaw chanced to fly over the garden of the king's palace. There he saw with much wonder and envy a flock of royal peacocks in all the glory of their splendid plumage. Now the black jack was not a very handsome bird, nor very refined in manner. Yet he imagined that all needed to make himself fit for the society of peacocks was a dress like theirs. So he picked up some cast-off feathers of the peacocks and stuck them among his own black plumes. Dressed in his borrowed finery, he strutted loftily among the birds of his own kind. Then he flew down into the garden among the peacocks, but they soon saw who he was. Angry at the cheat, they flew at him, plucking away the borrowed feathers and also some of his own. The poor jackdaw returned sadly to his former companions. Their another unpleasant surprise awaited him. They had not forgotten his superiority toward them, and, to punish him, they drove him away with a rain of pigs and jeers.
Wilbur and the Fox. A Wilbur was sharpening his fang horror against the stump of a tree when a fox passed. Now Sorrow was always looking for the opportunity to make fun of his neighbors, so he made a great show of looking anxiously, as if he were afraid of some hidden enemy. But the boar continued with his work. "Why do you do that?" he finally asked Fox with a smile. "There's no danger, I can see." "It's true," replied the boar, "but when the danger arrives, there will be no time for a job like this. My weapons will have to be ready for use then, or I will suffer for it. Preparing for war is the best guarantee of peace."
Once upon a time, a hen named Priscilla who had a dream. She dreamed to traveling to New York someday and having a large family of many chicks there. The hen told her spinster hen friends about the dream, but they think it was about impossible dream.